Hello there. Yeah, original plan was to not go live, but whatever. Well, we'll go live anyways. That's what's up. So, much news here today. One in which has shocked me quite a bit. Now, we will get to what happened in Romania yesterday. I supposedly I have the video. I'm not, pretty sure. But we have one thing here, quite some sad news coming out. A Bell Boeing MV-222B Osprey carrying 20 U.S. Marines doing a training mission in Australia has reportedly crashed off the coast of Darwin near TV Island. A massive search and rescue operation is ongoing, involving multiple ships and aircraft from the Royal Australian U.S. Navy. 3 survivors have reportedly been discovered near the site, with at least one in critical condition. However, a number of Marines are still unaccounted for. So there's still a number of Marines on account. The violated chief of the voluntary chief of mercenary group. Yeah, I mean this is coming out as we're speaking here. It's a weird situation here. This combat brotherhood, which is also ongoing in Belarus right now, or it's going to start on the September 1st. Now, we do actually have a video here of what may have happened yesterday, the disaster of the Bucharest, Romania. This may have been what happened yesterday. We're not completely sure. I mean, I can't really verify completely here. It's not from a trusted site here. Well, I don't know if it is, but you get it. So supposedly here we have somebody who, he's checking out the, and look how that fire right there just spreads all around. So look how, I don't know what he's doing, or if he's setting light to something, he's fixing something, or something fell on the ground, or a match or something, but it said ground to the whole ground right there. This idiot right here who's standing on top of it tries to stamp it out and realizes they're fucked and moves on. This right here is supposedly filled with petrol. There's a fire underneath. And the guy, This is only then that he realizes, oh, maybe I should get my fire extinguisher out. He gets it out, right? He's trying to get it turn off, but so supposedly it didn't happen, or he dropped his cigarette. Somebody who did this because of he dropped his cigarette or something. I mean, I don't know if that, the fire was caused by him dropping his cigarette on the ground, and there being petrol on the ground. This is an area where they refuel, it appears, so, not unlikely. Now, there was multiple cruise missiles attacks and other things that happened yesterday night. We heard a massive amount of cruise missiles, UAVs, S-300 missile systems, and all that stuff hitting the ground yesterday. Not only along the front line today and yesterday, there was multiple reports of them heading towards Kyiv. There was reports of them heading for Sumy region, which is one of the areas that we have known that the Russians are targeting. That they've also started to move to a more distant tactic, which you haven't really seen the Russians do that much, which is the front line attacks. A ballistic missile was also launched supposedly yesterday. I think I have it. Now, ballistic missile, don't get it wrong. Domestic missiles do carry ordinary, ordnance that just explode. And it is not, it is not, when you hear ballistic, you may think, holy shit, right? But no, it is just a, it is just a normal ballistic missile. That it does carry a lot of weight to it, which is the bad thing, but yeah. So The Wagner mercenaries, the Wagner cemetery was burned near Irkutsk, Donbass operational. So there was, what's this? A cemetery for the Wagner was burnt. A lot of dogs in the background here going off. Something going on here tonight, or they're just barking off each other. We have what appears to be now, and some of the shocking things that's been coming out of this war. I think Putin has paid some people to move to Mariupol or some of the destroyed cities to try and say, you know, we can live here. It's okay. You know, everything is fine. You know, or what they're trying to say is, you know, these Russians or the few remaining Ukrainian people that live there. This guy right here, he wants to take the elevator. You know, it doesn't really work. You know, at first you think, what happened to the elevator? And you look around and you think, oh, okay, well, there's a building damages and all that stuff, right? You know, and then you look around and, you know, things are okay over here. You wonder still what happened to the elevator. Oh, well, so that's the elevator from the house that used to be here, the literal building that used to be here. That's the elevator, so that's why it doesn't work. It's not fucking there. You need more. It's not fucking there. So, I mean, this is coming out from Mariupol, which we've seen multiple videos of like people on the beaches, people having fun in Mariupol, you know. And it's not Ukrainian people, it's Russians who apparently are moving there, saying this is alright. You know, it's like, what the fuck? You know? And 25. As of what we know of right now, I will actually search up this Osprey crew here. No, the second time an Osprey has gone down operating off Australia, and the second crew to be lost this year. The V-22 Osprey tilter aircraft with the flying blah blah blah. Yesterday, doing training so far, 3 lives were lost in an investigation for 4 Naji 30 and 1 day no. So there's supposedly lost lives here. Yeah, there's lost lives here. You know, the people have lost their lives here. So it was not for fun. And it wasn't very fun. Apparently, reading that, it's the second time it's happened. Can't really, you know. Can't really get it on there or anything else. Hungary wants the EU ban on the sale of Ukrainian grain on the domestic market to extend to 5 EU member states after September 15. This was announced after a meeting by the head of the office of the Prime Minister of Hungary, Geveli Gushalev, routes reported. Hungary will ask the EU to extend the ban from September 16th, said, adding the Hungary is ready to reintroduce a national import ban if the EU does not extend this measure. Oh no, they're gonna stop importing? Oh no. What? What's that gonna change? Another point here is, guys, some people seem to have their own agendas here. I'm not completely sure as to why that this is warranted. If he's worrying about his own, I mean, I do note that the Danube River runs from Hungary and out to the Black Sea. You got that going right there for yourself, right? So, yeah, whatever. The bulk carrier Primus of the Singapore operator under the flag of Liberia which left the port of Odessa in August, reached the territory of Sea of Romania. It was announced by the head of the Project Institute of Black Sea Strategic Studios. Yeah, this happened also. Now, the thing about my video here, I wanted to just come in here and shortly say, they're not really anybody that came in here today, and that's okay. We don't need that much today. I didn't plan on going live today. It's a slow day today. We hear fireworks in the background. Oh, in my own place. It's fun. So there was pushes up along in the Luhansk region, and of course continuous pushes here along the line in Zaporizhia. Not too much today. A little push a little further out from the bulk. Maybe maybe a bit more just of a troop adjustment. It appears. But it is still regained territory from the Ukrainians. It is going as it is. Now, the greatest news is that apparently, Ukrainians are that close to actually getting what they need to be able to break through the Russian lines on a whole nother fucking level. I mean, they're gonna break through, and it's gonna be spectacular. So, stay tuned for that one. All right. It's been 11 minutes. Well, I think that's pretty much what I wanted to say. We will take a short and brief appreciation here for the lives lost today due to a faulty accident in Australia by sheer mistake. And we will take our 1 minute silence for these young fine men who protect and serve. Here it comes. All right. Well, that was for. Oh, sorry. Well, that was for the fallen U.S. soldiers and the fallen Ukrainian soldiers as of today, fighting for our freedom. Now, point is, Ukraine being one of those people who are still fighting to this day, that you should never forget as to why Ukraine is fighting. You know, if Ukraine had fallen, Russia wouldn't have stopped. And if, Ukraine wasn't still fighting, Russia would have, by now, launched an invasion into EU or NATO territory. Moldova definitely would have reclaimed a good amount of chunk of land. And it would have been a strategically and a failure on our part to allow that. But we are not allowing it. We're standing still and we're holding fast. Don't ever forget that Ukrainians are fighting not only for their freedom but for our freedom. And I'll tell you one thing now. I'd rather want to be you see, I'd rather want to be under the wing of the U.S. that I would want to be under the wing of under the wing of Putin and Russia. Have a good night, guys. Have a good night. You guys have a good night, and I'll be back tomorrow with a full stream. This is just a short little brief